Hi everyone, I'm Nicole Boyd, as Robin said, the Development Manager at ISCA. Cool. And today we're going to launch our Site Sheds Innovation Challenge. That took me a long time, all right? So you might want to know who is this ISCA people and what is this Innovation Challenge about Site Sheds. So I'll take you through that. So ISCA is the Infrastructure Sustainability Council of Australia, and we are effectively the peak body for infrastructure sustainability in Australia and New Zealand. And we do three things. So the first thing that we do is we have a rating scheme, and that rating scheme is called the IS, or the Infrastructure Sustainability Rating Scheme, and it rates the sustainability of infrastructure projects. The second thing that we do is we create and generate knowledge. So we have training programs and capacity building programs that help build knowledge within the industry. And finally, we develop communities of practice. So we work with our industry and we develop communities of practice and help the industry move forward towards their sustainability journey. So our reach, so I did some maths the other day, and that was, believe me, that was hard to work out. We rate about 20% of all CapEx expenditure on infrastructure. That's an approximate figure because I'm sure you can understand why. But most of that 20% are the large mega projects within Australia. And we rate that 20%, which hopefully moves those smaller projects towards best practice. One day we'd love to rate 100%, but we've been operating since 2012, and we think that's a pretty good achievement to date. We have 103 corporate members. A lot of you are in the room here today, and they have been instrumental in our success. And finally, we have almost 1,000 people trained in our rating scheme, and we call them ISAPs. So to date, we've rated about $80 billion worth of infrastructure assets, and they represent about 63 projects since 2012. So back at the start of the year, I believe it was, I was approached by the Responsible Construction Leadership Group rep at the time. His name was Darren. He came to me and he said, "Have you heard of this Sustainable Site Sheds Facilities business?" I said, "No, please tell me about it." He said, "Well, we've gotten together. There's this great group of people at the Responsible Construction Leadership Group, and we've developed these specs with the industry to look at sustainable site sheds. Can you put it in your update of your rating scheme?" And I said, "Yes, we can do that." But I said, actually, we can do one better. We can also develop it as an innovation challenge. And that's what we're here to launch today. So what is an innovation challenge? An innovation challenge is effectively a challenge that we set to the industry and say, if you can install the sustainable site facilities based on the specs that I'm sure you'll hear about a bit later, then we will give you 2 innovation points towards your rating. And so this is available for projects that are currently getting rated, and also it'll also be in our new rating scheme. So version 2 of the rating scheme is being released mid-next year, and it will be a standalone credit within that rating scheme too. So what that means is from next year, from mid-next year, projects that are getting rated through our rating scheme will need to decide whether or not they want to get some points and put sustainable site facilities on their project. And they can also decide from today, from this very moment, if they would like to create an innovation challenge, get 2 more points, and get some sustainable site sheds on their sites today. So that's it from me. If you'd like to know more, these are my details, and also I'll be hanging around afterwards. So thank you.